in Western New York, hockey is a popular sport among kids and adults. We know this because of all of the clubs and organizations around the region. But big changes are coming soon. USA Hockey is requiring that any player under the age of 18 wear a neck guard starting August 1st. This comes after the death of a player in England from a skate to the neck. Tonight, we're talking to a local hockey coach about the big new change and what it means for the sport moving forward. Joining me now is Iroquois and Alden's hockey coach, Ziegler. He's coached at Nichols School for 8 years and has been involved with the Buffalo Regals Hockey Club. Thanks so much for joining us on the 5:30.
Thanks for having me, Claudine.
For a while now, wearing a neck guard was really an option. Do you think this decision is long overdue?
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's paramount with our game. Safety is the utmost important factor as coaches and as parents. And I think looking down the road, it's going to help. It's going to help the game grow. And years ago, nobody was wearing face masks, and now everybody's wearing shields, and even in the NHL. So it's growing to that, and I think it's a great move to keep safety in mind for all the kids.
What's been the reaction? And also, I want to ask, besides a neck guard, is there any other safety equipment that should be made mandatory, in your opinion?
Yeah, the reaction really, I know that players at the college level and even the high school level. At the high school level in New York State, it's mandatory that goalies wear a plastic shield underneath their mask, and they also wear a neck guard. And all New York State high school players have to wear a neck guard. That's been that way for years. I know the issue is comfort. Listening to some of the Sabres talk about how they tried it out after this incident, and it felt like a little like cardboard. But I know they are making a full long sleeve turtleneck with that Kevlar in the neck that you can buy, and I think that's something that's going to help parents and coaches and help this situation down the road.
Very interesting. With this decision, do you think the NHL will enforce it down the road for adult players? Because some probably are already wearing it, I think.
Yeah, that's the players' union. That's something they would probably have to take up with their union, any kind of equipment needs. But I just think that we sort of made hockey socks because we had cuts with the Achilles, and I'm sure that everybody remembers Clint Malarchuk here and in the late '80s. And so I think it's time for every level, college level, NHL level, to put safety first. And I think it's going to help the program and keep people safe.
You're right. When you mentioned Malarchuk, I think all of us who are watching or listening right now that remember that was something that we will never forget, for sure. It's going to be interesting to see how this continues to play out. Ziegler, thank you so much for coming and joining us on the 5:30 today. Maybe we'll check back in with you in August to see how this is going.
All right. Thanks so much, Claudine.
All right. Thank you so much for being